Tune in to CVM, see it happen.
Welcome back. We apologize for the technical difficulty, but as said before, it's Friday, September 13, 2024. This is CVM News at Noon. I'm Nika Lewis. Reprehensible, abominable, and repulsive. That's how the Integrity Commission is slamming a fake document circulating on social media, falsely implicating 2 members of Parliament and a mayor for illicit enrichment. The IC says the document, which appears on a bogus version of its letterhead, is entirely false. In a fiery statement Thursday, the Commission made it clear it's bound by law and cannot comment on ongoing investigations into illicit enrichment, calling any claims to the contrary outright fake. This latest development comes as the Commission also hits back at media reports purporting to share leaked information from its most recent report. At a recent post-cabinet media briefing, the Prime Minister expressed concern over the leaks and said he too would refrain from commenting on the matter until it's tabled in Parliament. The IC is standing firmly on its commitment to the rule of law and is apologizing for any confusion caused by the most recent debacle. Now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force Multinational Security Support Mission in Haiti, MSS, is now in gear as the troops and 4 JCF members have arrived on Haitian shores. But opposition spokesperson on security, Senator Peter Bunting, says the number of soldiers deployed is insufficient for the mission. He says there's more the government needs to do.
It is important that we support Haiti, with which we've had long ties, and the country and people have suffered largely as a result of being the first black nation to get independence, formerly enslaved peoples to fight for their independence. So we, I think, have a moral obligation to help them. But our help must be meaningful. My concern is that this contingent is, even when you take into account the other commitments from other countries, primarily Kenya, the contingent is way too small to stabilize the situation in Haiti. So I am fearful that what we're seeing is tokenism, that the initiative has to be on a much larger scale to really have any chance of success in Haiti. When we look at previous interventions in Haiti, it involved tens of thousands.
Now, members sitting in the recent St. Thomas municipal meeting discussed matters of the parish, but not without contention. Among the disagreements over road repairs on a section of the East Coast Highway.
Don't Jamaica are the only place alone. The inferior material used, it used many other places on the highway. And we need to launch an investigation in this, because let me tell you something. St. Thomas don't know why we have to get years and years and years to come. So we have to ensure that this one we get now be preserved. So we can use it and our kids can use it. And we can increase commerce and business activity. And St. Thomas become a better place to live, to work, and to do business.
And we will have more of the length and breadth of those discussions. Well, pardon me. We move on to the next story. While Jamaica may have one of the lowest suicide rates in the world, suicidologist Dr. Donovan Thomas is concerned about the level of suicide ideations and attempts in Jamaica. Speaking on Lead Story last evening, Dr. Thomas expressed that attempts should be just as concerning.
Suicide rate is considered out of per 100,000.
Yes.
And Jamaica at this point in time may be 2 per 100,000. A relatively low rate compared to different parts of the world. But we find that that there are many more people who are attempting, and while I do not have the figures right here at hand, there are multiples more of people who have attempted. And in fact, one of the things, and then I should also say there are many others who have thought about it but have not gone on to hurt themselves yet. And that's the group that we are largely concerned about.
Yes.
We want to be able to intercept people before they pull that trigger, before they make that final jump. As way back as in the late 90s, early 2000, when there is a high vulnerability to suicide. So if we were to look at the Jamaican population as even what came forth in my studies and supported by subsequent research, about 3% of the Jamaican teens may be considered at high risk to suicide. But there may be another 40% that show some amount of risk to suicide. And given failure in exam, broken love affair, conflict at home, they could easily decide that they can't bother.
Yeah.
In a bid to change the narrative for young men in the country, one stakeholder has designed a program particularly for inner city boys to assist them with their education using various teaching tactics. The Life Club, formed by gospel artist Mark Johnson, is on a mission to boost the self-esteem of young boys island-wide.
Growing up, I struggled with a lot of things. Yeah. Low self-esteem was one of the main things. I'm 45 now, and it was when I was 38 I overcame low self-esteem. You know, throughout my years, though, at different points, I had mentors, you know, formal, informal, official, unofficial.
Yes.
And as the decades rolled on, I realized the value of mentoring. I realized how important it is for a man who is further ahead on the journey to help other young men to have a different perspective of self, of life, purpose, and so on. And so I carry a sense of personal responsibility, particularly for the next generation. And so, I mean, we have always wanted to do this. In fact, my wife and I started this back in many years ago. She mentored girls, I mentored the boys, but it wasn't sustainable because of a myriad of things. But last year we decided, you know, we felt a burning and a yearning that we couldn't shake. And we decided to launch this mentoring program in October.
We're up on a break, but stay with us. Our discussion segment is next.
Welcome to Candy Craze, your one-stop shop for everything sweet. Got a craving? Planning a party? We've got you covered. With over 200 different types of candies and chocolates, you're sure to find your favorite here. Create your own ice cream flavor by mixing in your favorite toppings, or enjoy our delicious milkshakes, blizzards, dip cones, and Belgian waffle ice cream sandwich sundaes. Visit Candy Craze at Progressive Plaza Barbican and upstairs Fontana Waterloo. Candy Craze, making every moment sweeter.
You will always keep us vibing. Jamaican quality for sure. First thing when I wake up, pour up my boat syrup. Pure water, me can't get enough. Feeling the love in the air. On the beach with my ginger beer. I'll do a loop on cash. Still
Bollywood has never bbeen this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
Hyundai.
You know the boys down at the Rock Croy, you know they're gonna eat you alive.
I know they will.
And just to make sure, you gotta do it one more time.
Lord.
Meow.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced that Jamaica would be sending 24 soldiers and police officers to Haiti this week to boost a UN-backed mission led by Kenya to fight violent gangs there, with the first wave of troops set to arrive Thursday. But what's the nature of their mission? How effective can they be in a country so badly torn by gang violence? And with a foreign language barrier and a cultural barrier of sorts, who will foot the bill? And when are they to return? These are just a few of the issues we plan to explore in our discussion segment today. But ahead of our segment, let's take a look at this update from France 24 English. All right, we will have that clip for you shortly. But joining us later on in the package to discuss these concerns is the president of the Haiti Jamaica Society, Ms. Myrtha Dezulme. Ms. Dezulme is joining us on Zoom, but before we go to Ms. Dezulme, we'll go to that story we promised from France 24 English.
And long awaited, a contingent of 20 soldiers and 4 police officers from Jamaica, as well as 2 Belizean soldiers, have now touched down in Port-au-Prince, where they join the 400 Kenyan police deployed in June and July.
To gather here today for the sole purpose of welcoming our brothers from Jamaica and Belize for this special mission that we are undertaking. And I can tell the Haitian community and the Haitian people, as I said earlier, we are not going to fail you.
The mission's mandate is to counter gangs, improve security conditions in the country, and secure critical infrastructure. In May, Jamaica pledged their support for the mission, promising a contingent of 200 officers, but the Prime Minister said it was not possible to deploy them all at once.
Well, there you have it. So a little bit of an update if you were in the dark, so to speak, about what's happening in Haiti and why we have 24 members of the JDF/JCF over there now. So joining us to discuss this and other matters pertaining to the Haitian country, well, the Haitian people, we have Ms. Myrtha Dezulme. Ms. Dezulme is the president of the Haiti Jamaica Society. Welcome, Ms. Dezulme.
Thank you.
Well, firstly, tell us how you feel about the Jamaican military intervention in Haiti.
So the way I feel is that this is not going to help anything because nobody's telling the truth about what is happening in Haiti. And before a problem can be resolved, it has to be defined and one has to tell the truth about it. So the very people who are pretending to want to stabilize Haiti and who are using Jamaica, CARICOM, Belize, Kenya, whoever else to put on a show in Haiti about stabilizing Haiti have no intention of stabilizing Haiti. They are the ones who are fomenting the violence, flooding Haiti with guns. In fact, the U.S. has been occupying Haiti since 1915 and has never stopped. Right? They've been behind the scenes. They maintain a 30-year ferocious dictatorship that killed 60,000 Haitians and exiled hundreds of thousands more, if not millions. My own family is in